Have you ever taken a sip of a beer and picked up on a flavor that reminded you distinctly of buttered popcorn or even butterscotch? It is a common experience, and for the most part, that buttery note is considered an off flavor, but there are indeed a few specific beer styles where a subtle buttery characteristic is not only acceptable, but actually an expected part of their unique profile. This distinct buttery taste primarily comes from a compound called diacetyl. Diacetyl is a natural byproduct produced by yeast during fermentation. In most beer styles, brewers want to ensure that the yeast reabsorbs and cleans up this diacetyl toward the end of fermentation. If the yeast does not fully complete this cleaning process, or if the beer is rushed through fermentation, diacetyl can remains, giving the beer that buttery or butterscotch flavor. It is a balancing act, as too much is usually a flaw, but a touch can add complexity. Understanding if the buttery taste is intended or a flaw depends entirely on the beer style you are enjoying. For example, some traditional English ales, like certain dry stouts or even particular English India Pale Ales, might display a very low level of diacetyl, contributing to their classic character. Similarly, some Czech Pilsners might have a faint hint of it that adds to their traditional profile. However, if you detect a strong, overwhelming butter flavor in a crisp lager or a fruit-forward India Pale Ale, that is almost certainly a brewing flaw. To help you discern, pay attention to the overall balance of the beer. In styles where a hint of diacetyl is acceptable, it should be subtle and complement other flavors, not dominate them. It often presents as a smooth, rounded mouthfeel in addition to the aroma. Think of it as seasoning, where a little adds character but too much ruins the dish. Many professional tasters learn to identify this compound and differentiate between an intentional nuance and an unwanted defect. So, the next time you encounter a buttery note in your brew, first consider the style you are drinking. Is it a robust English ale or a classic Czech Pilsner? If so, you might just be experiencing an authentic, subtle characteristic of that beer. However, if it is a style known for its clean profile, such as many modern lagers or American ales, that buttery taste indicates a brewing issue. Knowing the difference empowers you to truly appreciate the craftsmanship in every pint, recognizing when a flavor is a feature versus a fault.